Locally, our weather's been fantastic, but we're not going to be able to hold on to that much longer. Here's the big setup we have. Pittsburgh, 54 degrees, close to 60 in Louisville. Then you go to Chicago and Kansas City. Temperatures are in the mid-30s. You're talking lower 30s by the time you get to Minneapolis, and even 20s and single digits as you get out west. And this is cold air moving towards us. Now, we're not going to get quite this cold locally. However, when you go from as warm as we've been to those colder temperatures, in between you find some nasty weather, and this all comes together just in time for Halloween. So let's bask in the mid-50s that we have in most cases right now. Connellsville 55, Washington 2, Butler and Beaver Falls 54 degrees, even 50 in Newcastle and 54 in Franklin. Clarion, same temperature for you. So it's pretty comfortable by late October standards everywhere. We're seeing those clouds trying to work in here. Partly cloudy skies at the airport right now. By the time we wake up, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies area-wide. Our humidity's up to 80%, and those winds light out of the northwest for the time being. We've had this cold front trying to nudge in here. Now, overnight, temperatures are going to hold pretty steady. With those clouds coming in, the heat doesn't radiate off into space, so we'll hold on to that heat a little bit. So upper 40s, low 50s early in the morning, and then we're going to bounce back to the upper 60s for high temperatures tomorrow afternoon. So temperatures certainly back to where they've been or pretty close to it as we get into tomorrow. But you can see those clouds are spreading in. Left side of your screen, that's the start of the nasty weather. You see rain, you see some snow trying to move up towards Chicago there, and this is the system that's going to be moving towards us. So we only have a couple more days of this warm air. So tomorrow and Thursday, Halloween, we get to keep temperatures that make it back into the upper 60s. The front comes through and pushes right up to us and stops, and then the next system rides right along it. And this is going to bring in a lot of moisture. So we are expecting a wet setup for tomorrow night, for Halloween, and possibly into the early morning hours of Friday. And this is going to get followed up by much colder air. We showed you that little bit of snow here. There's even more of that back behind it. Now, we're not expecting accumulations locally. However, some of us, by the time we get up Friday morning, could be looking at our first flakes of the season. So tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. you're looking at mostly cloudy skies. We're expecting it to stay dry through a good deal of the day. Once we get into the evening, closer to sunset, this is where we start to see some showers, hit or miss, move into the area. These will be with us into Thursday early morning. Spotty showers around for Thursday. And I know this is where a lot of kids have the Halloween parades at school or at the library, and you could see some spotty showers around. But I think on Halloween, the best time period is the morning, the way things are going right now, because once we get to lunchtime, you can see those showers kick into gear, and the red signal heavy rain. And this continues on and off into the evening, 6 p.m. as a lot of those trick-or-treat times get started. Rain showers around. This will last into the evening. By 11 o'clock, we're still looking at scattered light rain. Look what's happening back in Ohio. We're seeing that transition over to snow showers, maybe a few wet flakes around early Friday morning. Moisture gets out of here. We dry it up into the weekend, but much cooler temperatures are going to be hanging around. 49 degrees, mostly cloudy and mild, light and variable winds tonight. Tomorrow back to the upper 60s, a mostly cloudy day, and late, closer to sunset, is when we're expecting rain in Pittsburgh, a little earlier down to the south. You can see here how this pans out. Clouds pretty much start to finish. Once we get to the evening, scattered areas of rain, and most of it tomorrow night will be light. Thursday, Halloween, rain showers are expected, especially lunchtime into the nighttime. Friday, much cooler temperatures return to the area. They stay around for the weekend with temperatures, overnight lows temperatures in the lower 30s.